So in the previous video, this is part 2, I was right over there because it's got shade and everything. That's why I really like it. That's why I'm going to kind of like put up a little mat there or something in the future so I can sit there and just do my meditation, and then maybe some videos like this talking about spiritual life, or maybe even other things, experiences other than yoga, other than spiritual. This is called Sauko, and they use it for people who are having like respiratory problems or sometimes, and they take these little flowery parts and then they do an infusion, like with boiled water. They do the infusion for like a tea. Sauko here in Colombia, I don't know what it is called in English, and it helps people when I having like their asthma, respiratory problems. I know my grandmother, 102 years old right now, September 30th, 2024. She just turned 102 this month. And here's another little place where some shade. And namaste, namaste. So part 2 here of my spiritual journey so far. So my yoga instructor, his name is Radha Raman Das. Das means the servant of. So Radha Raman, the servant of Radha Raman. And one of those Vedic names in Hinduism. And yeah, so I was skeptical. I was like, nah, man, guru, follow somebody, that's crazy. I don't do that. People lie. They manipulate you. And which is usually true with these God men, fake God men in whatever religion, whatever country in the world. It's not just in India, Bharat. It could be in the US with the preachers and pastors and whatever, men or women. And in South America, Central America, with Christians, and a lot of people come up and they just manipulate the situation, and they get a lot of people to follow them, and then they ask for donations and all that stuff. Okay, but that's not what I'm talking about. So I was skeptical, very skeptical. So I did a lot of research on the guru that I was going to meet. His name is Bhaktialoka Paramadwaiti Swami, a German guru, because he's from Germany, and his guru was Srila Prabhupada from India, in the Krishna Conscious Society, ISKCON, or the Hare Krishnas in general. So I did the research and whatever. I was skeptical because I didn't trust people. Still don't, in terms of spiritual life and other things. I listen to what they have to say and see if their energy is coming out nicely, unless they're really powerful at making their energy seem good when it's bad, and you just get tricked, which is possible. Tricksters like that. Tricksters. So yeah, I went to greet the guru coming into Medellin, Colombia from somewhere else, when he was doing a tour of the ashrams around the world that have been established under his name, founded around the world. So I was there at the airport. I had bought my yogic clothing so I could take initiation, as I had already done the pre-initiation ceremony with a guy called Hanuman Das, a guy that I met, another fellow spiritual brother, and he was a Vedic astrologer, and he already knew how to do these things, the fire ceremony, everything with the ghee and the copper thing and the cow dung and the swaha stuff. When you say swaha, throwing in the little rice grains into the thing and using ghee, whatever. So I went to meet him at the airport with everybody else that was there to greet him, and a couple of people that were going to take initiation first, and others that were going to take second initiation, the Brahminical initiation. But I was just taking the first one, Diksha, or whatever they call it, initiation. And I was skeptical. But when he came towards us inside the airport, and he had already cleared the baggage claim thing coming out of the thing, whatever, and he's dressed in his sannyasi clothing, because he's a sannyas, a sannyasic guru, a guru that's a sannyas, a renunciant monk. He stopped and he looked at me, and I had long hair at that time and a beard. And I remember some people saying, "You look like similar to Jesus Christ." I'm like, yeah, whatever. But I was dressed in white, a white kurta and a white yogic pants. And he just looked at me, smiling and whatever. And then he grabbed my arm, like around the wrist, and I felt this tremendous amount of, like, I don't know, ecstatic energy, ecstasy, happy, like blissful. I don't know what words you can use to describe that. I just felt, wow. Never had I felt that in my life until that moment from any person in life, not even after having been in love twice with two different women that I loved a lot. And I felt so much love or positive energy coming from this guy, this guru, Bhakti Aloka Paramadvaiti Swami. And I decided, okay, that's it, I'm going to take initiation, and I did, because I got pulled in. Whether that was a trick or it was true, whatever, I thank the universe, I thank the cosmos, the universal mind, the universal consciousness, the Param Atma, the Supreme Soul, for me having taken initiation with him. And he gave me my spiritual name, Shyam or Syam Gopal Das, the servant of Shyam Gopal. And there started my spiritual journey, getting way stronger, and my attraction for India, for Bharat. Thanks to them, thanks to my initiation, being pushed into initiation, or like not pushed, but you know, like, hey, come on, take initiation, but I didn't want to. And I wasn't going to take it that day. I was convinced I was not going to do it until that happened. And because of that, my spiritual path became clearer. And I delved deeper into spirituality. But then I became a fanatic after some time. That's a story for another video. And to talk about why it's important to avoid becoming a fanatic or an extremist or whatever, or a cuckoo, a nut job, a batsy person when you take on a spiritual life, religious or spiritual. Avoid fanaticism. You only mess up everything, and you make so many enemies. Because I remember my guru's words in hearing one of his podcasts or recorded conference that people would record and then upload, and I would look for them on the internet and I would hear them. And on the website he had, or his devotees, because I'm not a devotee anymore, but I still appreciate it. And I remember him saying, do not go around preaching and being a fanatic at the same time and disturbing people's peace. When you disturb a person's peace, your own peace will be disturbed. So when fanatics go around saying you have to surrender to Krishna, you have to surrender to Shiva, you have to surrender to this guru or to this priest or to this preacher, and you're telling people that this is the only way and your way is wrong, you're disturbing their peace. Because some people are following whatever they are, atheism, being an atheist, being a Christian, a Catholic. That's why I don't say to anybody that your religion or your spiritual path is wrong. I don't see anybody being wrong or anything. People are just choosing what they feel most attracted to or connected to. So, namaste, have a good one. Have fun, smile a lot.